What's good, YouTube? It's your man Rage King back with another one. Yes, another upload to the channel. And before we get started, I ask if y'all please go down there and hit that like button, hit that sub button, hit that share button, hit that bell for notifications if you're new. Welcome to Rebel Rage TV. This is how we do Rage and Rebels. Crown up. And if you're new to the crew, welcome to the Rage and Rebel Revolution. Now let's vibe. And y'all, we got to discuss this. We got to discuss this from my Mortal Kombat fans. We got to discuss one Ed Boon. And believe it or not, I am daring to do something different. I am daring to make a video about Ed Boon and a tweet of his, and it does not, I repeat, it does not concern MK1 at all. I know, crazy as hell, ain't it? How in the hell in this day and age with MK1 on the horizon, how could you not be talking about an Ed Boon tweet and MK1 in the same sentence in this day and age? Well, it's simple. Allow Rage King to show you what's up. So, as y'all see right here, take a look on your screen and say it with me now, y'all. This ain't no optical illusion. This ain't no Photoshop. This ain't no black magic. As you see right here, Ed Boon has dropped a tweet that says, which fighting game has been away too long and needs a comeback? You got your four options of Dead or Alive, Killer Instinct, which is the one I voted for, Soul Calibur, and Virtua Fighter. And as you can see right here, for those that have a pair of eyes that work, 44.6% of the people that voted, out of 132,597 votes, 44.6%, damn near half of the people that voted for Killer Instinct. But I had an idea. Because for those that were fans of Killer Instinct hasn't had a new game in 10 years. They're dropping a big, I ain't gonna call it a patch, but they're dropping a big update for that game here real soon. So I had an idea. It's so funny to me that Ed Boon was the one to bring this up. Now I know this was probably just him engaging his fan base, just giving them something to talk about and think about, something to entertain the people, to hold them over until MK1 the beta drops this weekend and the full game drops September 12th or through 19th if you haven't pre-ordered the premium edition. However, you know, Rage King, the gears in my mind are forever turning. I'm forever thinking about some shit, right? So I got to thinking. And hear me out, y'all. I know this is going to sound a bit crazy. Since the game Killer Instinct hasn't had a new game in over 10 years, right? That's a very long time. I would think, and I get it, it was an Xbox exclusive game, which I think was the true demoralizer. I ain't going to say the true killer of that game, but the true demoralization of that game, right? For any future success. I got to thinking, why don't, if it's within the powers of the WB Games and of NetherRealm Studios, how about for their next game, how about if they could get the title, if they could get the IP, if they could get the rights to it, how about the best way to bring back Killer Instinct in this day and age, in the future, is to have it cross over with Mortal Kombat. I said it. Why not have a Killer Instinct versus Mortal Kombat game? Hear me out and explain why I say this. Because if you have a Mortal Kombat, because let's just be honest, Killer Instinct in a lot of people's eyes was I don't want to say a knockoff version of Mortal Kombat, but it was a less brutal but just as brutal version of Mortal Kombat. I guess you could call it a knockoff, right? It was like the great value version of a Mortal Kombat game, right? You got things like wrecked. They didn't have like fatalities and brutalities, but you had things like getting wrecked. You had the Ultra Combo. You had all that, right? And the game was just as brutal. You can beat somebody the fuck up. You can do whatever you want. You can mangle somebody in that game, right? Beat them the fuck up, right? So I got to thinking, it's been over 10 years. Mortal Kombat is as hot as it's ever been ever, right? One of the long-lasting fighting games. Of all the fighting games we had, it's one of those games that withstood the test of time, even though they were looking to cancel it as soon as it hit the shelves, right? Why not go ahead and have a Killer Instinct crossover with Mortal Kombat? You've already done it with DC. And plus, in this aspect, they are all about trying to bring in new fans. What better way to bring in new fans to Mortal Kombat than to have a crossover and bring all the Killer Instinct fans over to the Mortal Kombat side to where they can play with their favorite Killer Instinct character and then learn about the new characters that they're probably not familiar with or have never played on the game before. You understand what I'm saying? I think this is a win-win. This is just me. If they could get the IP, if they could get the rights to Killer Instinct, I think this would be an excellent move. Because think about it. NetherRealm has the best graphics of any fighting game out there right now. They do. They have they have one of the best art teams in the world right now when it comes to graphics of their games. The new fighting styles they could come up with this game would be awesome. The crossover into this game would be awesome. Can imagine the interactions between the two different characters from two different games combined into one. And guess what? One of the best things about Killer Instinct is I'm pretty sure, especially if they get the rights to it, bro, there would be none of the political BS we're getting away. Oh, well, we don't want our character in the game because it's got a lot of blood. Oh, we don't want the character in the game because we don't want to see get its head ripped off. Oh, we don't get it, and you ain't got to worry about none of that. And then the characters that they have in that game are so eccentric, so colorful. You understand what I'm saying? They mix in perfectly with the Mortal Kombat genre. So with that being said, y'all, that's my argument and that's my case for why, if Killer Instinct was to make a return, they should definitely do a Mortal Kombat versus Killer Instinct crossover. I think that game would sell like hotcakes. I think that game would do excellent in sales, and it brings two very committed and very passionate fan bases together for one hell of a game if done correctly. But that's just my opinion. Y'all let me know down in the comment section what y'all think about my idea of a Killer Instinct and a Mortal Kombat crossover game in the future if it was to ever happen. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this. As long as y'all are respectful and logical, we can have a conversation. But that's the end of my video. Hope y'all enjoyed. It's been a pleasure making it for you, and I will catch y'all on the next one. Peace.